My name is Dr. Chris Tomczak.
Dr. Don Besessi.
From where?
Who's it? What's Health Source?
Health Source Chiropractic and Progressive Rehab. Now, something we want to talk about today are triumphs, because all you got to do is flip the news on, and a song comes to mind from the Eagles, the bubble-headed bleach blonde, giving you all the negative information, all the negative news. Well, doggone it, negativity is around us. Man, it is everywhere, and you can choose to jump in that crap, or you can choose to elevate yourself apart. So let's focus on something totally different from the news, and that's triumphs. We want to talk about what...
First of all, Triumph was a great band, I believe, in the late 80s. Allied Forces.
Yes, I remember.
Quite good.
How did you remember that?
Fight the Good Fight.
That was a big hair band.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, big hair band.
So.
Okay, and growing up in that decade, I liked those big hair bands, but that's not not the Triumph, nor is it the motorcycle.
Different kind of Triumph we're looking at now.
Totally different kind of Triumph. And as I was sitting here thinking before we started recording this particular session, triumphs. And the first thing that popped in my mind was obviously the first major triumph that I can recall is when my wife said yes.
That's a good one.
Then there's 3 more triumphs when we got pregnant with the 3 kids.
Yeah.
But if we're talking about something more recent, at least for me, it's like, well, we set out to build the Health Source Chiropractic, the Health Source brand across America, and we're actually now going international. We had visions in mind, and that vision was to be not just the biggest, but it was to be the best. To be the best. I'm of the opinion, why start anything unless you want to be at the best, be the best at it? Why do it? It doesn't make any sense.
I agree. I look at it this way: anybody can be weak, anybody can be slow, anybody can be stupid, anybody can be fat. You know, it takes a little bit of effort, and you can be, you know, fairly quick, fairly strong, fairly intelligent, fairly good shape. But if you want to be the best, that's where the effort comes into play.
Exactly. So it's all about expending some effort, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I agree with that. So, recent triumph is when Health Source was named the world's largest chiropractic, when we were ranked #1.
Yeah. In Entrepreneur Magazine?
Yeah, we were ranked. Yeah. Entrepreneur Magazine ranked us #1 in our category. Entrepreneur Magazine is a business magazine, and then Franchise Times ranked us the very fastest growing of the top 25 newer franchises in all of America. Yeah. That's kind of cool. For us, that was a triumph, because that's the business world giving us accolades or giving us pats on the back, showing us that, hey, the business community recommends what you guys in your field in healthcare are doing, and that's kind of rare for healthcare.
It's super rare when you consider that it's not your typical media portrayal of chiropractic. It's as good as I've ever seen a media portrayal for chiropractic. Even though right now there are many videos that you can find where, you know, sports athletes, professional athletes are coming forward and endorsing chiropractic and that. So
that's right.
I mean, back to our entire desire of raising the bar for chiropractic worldwide. Just us doing a good job of what we do is helping chiropractic around the world. The victory I'd like to address here is on a similar vein. Every year for all of our franchises, we do what's called a super camp, you know, and so the offices come in, it's typically late April, and we had well over 500 in attendance at our last one this past year. You know, we now have well over, you know, on our way, knocking on the door of 300 offices.
That's right.
So, I mean, our super camp next year is going to be much larger than that. And that the victory at that is you have, you know, an army of brothers and sisters, if you will, in the same cause, in a field which has traditionally, you know, been singularities.
Yeah, populated by a bunch of little lone rangers.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I love being part of the family aspect of what Health Source is and what it does across the board.
Well, so at the end of the day, we've all got to congratulate ourselves and enjoy and celebrate our successes, and celebrate our triumphs, celebrate our wins, because I mean, you get home from a day of work, and you flip the TV on, boom, instant depression, because everything put on the news is essentially negative.
Yeah.
So we need to celebrate our successes and have some fun with this thing called life. Otherwise, it's just not worth it. So we need to have fun, celebrate, and enjoy life. Would you agree?
Absolutely. But wait a minute, real quick. Once you achieve a goal and celebrate the victory, then what do? Are you done?
I'm thinking maybe we establish a new goal.
Another goal.
There we go. It never ends as you continue to escalate up the ladder. Hey. We want to hear about your successes, about your triumphs. So get on Twitter and tell us about them. The good ones we'll be talking about in a future video. I'm Dr. Tomczak.
Dr. Don Besessi.
Have a great day.